Welcome again to Shirley's Mindful Monday. Today we're going to do a mindful movement. This movement will be in the seated position and just listening to your body doing what's comfortable for you. If you have any medical conditions, consult your doctor if you're unsure if any of these exercises will be suitable for you. So bringing yourself into a meditative posture where your feet are firmly placed on the ground. Your hands are resting on your lap in an open position. Your posture's upright yet relaxed. So bring awareness firstly to the breath as it breathes in and out of the body. Observing the breath. Noticing the abdomen rise and fall on the in-breath and the out-breath. Noticing the lungs and the rib cage inflate and deflate as we breathe in and we breathe out. And bring awareness to the connection we have with the ground that supports us, and also the chair that supports our weight. So the first movement we're going to do is bringing our hands up towards the air in a parallel position. So noticing what you find here, noticing the upper arms, the lower arms, the hands, the fingertips, noticing that stretch, anything you notice here, changes in circulation, and then gradually just lowering your arms back to the original position. And as you bring your arms back, noticing any physical sensations, noticing any change in temperature or circulation. Not trying to change anything, just noticing what's here. Noticing if there's any difference between the right side and the left. And again, back into that same position with the hands, and noticing if this is easier this time for you, and if there's any resistance, just doing what's comfortable for you. And then bringing the arms back down into that rested position. And then noticing again what's different for you this time. Noticing the palms of the hands, the back of the hands where they're in contact with the legs. And moving up the arm, noticing what's here. And also the shoulders, what you notice there. And then we'll bring ourselves to our next movement, which is shoulder rolls. So we're going to move in two different directions. So starting moving our shoulders in a forward position, just gentle rotations forward. Just noticing if the shoulders move freely, if there's any resistance, if one side finds that comfortable, more comfortable than the other. And then moving your shoulders backwards. And loosening the shoulders, noticing if there's any tension here, any noise coming from the joints as we move them. And again, remembering just to move what's comfortable for you. And just allowing them to relax back down into your neutral position. And observing each side, any difference from the right side to the left, any change in posture as your shoulders loosen off. And then that brings us to our next movement, which is visualizing pulling off a sweater. So crossing the arms over, the right arm over the left, and then bringing your arms up and up into the air and open the arms wide out and back in. And do this another time. And you might feel a bit of a release by opening the arms out into that position. So bringing your hands back to neutral position, observing the shoulders, down the back, the lower back, noticing all the muscles and joints that were involved in that movement. And then we bring ourselves to finger flicking. So supporting your right hand with your left side, just under the wrist, and bringing your thumb to your index finger and then pushing away, and then doing this with every finger and just slowing that movement up and just noticing how the joints and the fingertips feel. If you have any difficulty with this, if you need to concentrate, or if you find that with ease. And if you have arthritis or any discomfort in your hands and you find this too difficult, that's okay. You can just rest your hands and observe any sensations within the body and use the breath always as an anchor. So resting that hand back on your leg and noticing the difference between the right side and the left. If the hand feels a bit looser, the joints feel a bit freer. And then the same with this side. So just supporting the left hand with the right and using the thumb to index finger again. Slowing that up. And notice whether you need more concentration and focus with the left side or whether you find that side a bit easier. And no need to go fast, just focusing on each individual movement. Noticing the fingers, the palms of the hand. And then resting both hands, and bring awareness to both hands now. Noticing whether one hand feels warmer than the other, if the circulation has increased, is there any discomfort in the joints, or if the joints feel a bit more freer. So the next movement, we're going to give ourselves a hug. So right arm over the left and squeezing across the back, noticing that squeeze, how that feels across the back, down the spine, the shoulders, the arms and the hands are all involved in that movement. Just notice what physical sensations are present in that stretch. Also notice if there's any comfort in that movement. And just slowly releasing that movement and bringing your hands open to your lap. And observing your arms, palms of your hands. and the breath also. And this time, giving yourself a hug with the left arm first, and then the right comes over the left. And feeling that squeeze. And then just releasing that movement. So just notice the arms, the hands. And now we're going to do some movement of the legs. So raising the right leg up, just slightly off the floor, and doing some ankle rotations. So just moving in a clockwise position in the first instance, just slowly. Noticing any sound, noticing the ankle bones, the soles of the feet, the heel, the toes, and then rotating in an anti-clockwise position. You might find that a wee bit more clunkier than moving in a clockwise position. Just notice what comes for you there. And then just resting that foot on the floor and noticing the difference between one side and the other. And then raising the left foot and going in a clockwise position. And then an anti-clockwise position. And then bringing that back to the ground and noticing the contact with the ground, if there's any difference. If you notice a difference in temperature of the ground, notice if there's more contact with the ground, or if your feet and ankles feel as if they're a wee bit freer. So now returning to the breath, maybe closing your eyes and visualizing that breath entering from the tips of the toes and up through the top of the head. Breath after breath. And gradually bringing awareness to sounds outside the room. Observing any sounds within the room. And scanning our bodies from the toes up to the top of the head. Any physical sensation that's present for you currently. And noticing that breath, any change in the breath. Not trying to change anything, just observing and bringing greater awareness to your body and the breath. So thank you for doing this mindful movement with me today. Hoping that you bring more mindfulness to the rest of your day. And please subscribe to my channel and like, share with others. Thank you.